toxic relatives and friends. I really wanted to talk about that subject because we have all been through it. We've had people say terrible things to us because of this disease. And I really wanted to talk about a lot of things that have to do with that. I had 3 near-death experiences from this disease. And part of what I've learned from that is that once you die, nobody cares how much money you have, how good you look. They don't care about your career and what you did. What they care about is how you treated other people. And it's a major part of what you're judged on, is the decisions that you make in life, how you treat other people, how you've treated your pets. And actually the internet is also part of that. You know, the internet is not a license to be cruel and evil either. So if you're doing that online too, yeah, you'll be judged on that too. But what I really wanted to say was that we are their judgment, and God is using us to judge them right now. And they have failed in every way. You know, if they're going to be cruel and deliberately evil and make that decision to be evil and make fun of us and say terrible things to us, well, they will be judged on it, and eventually it is going to catch up with them. And that was like a major thing I really wanted to say. They think that, you know, they're better than us or whatever and never going to get sick and all that. Well, you never know in life and in the afterlife. I also wanted to add the story that a friend of mine told me. This was like many, many years ago, before I got sick, when I was about 13. My best friend's mother told me this story, and I was healthy then, pretty much when she said it. So she said that when she was in school, there was a girl that was like the ringleader of the kids that used to make fun of the disabled kids in school. And she would make fun of anybody on crutches, in wheelchairs, any disabled kid she could make fun of. Well, later in life, when she had children of her own, guess what happened? They ended up all deformed. And that's a totally true story. This girl had deformed kids. And, you know, when you look at a situation like that, that is like, you know, some form of justice or punishment for the way that she was treating those kids. So, you know, if people go through life thinking that they can do whatever they want to other people, eventually it does come back on you in some form, you know. So I really wanted to say that. I also wanted to add that I really have not talked about what my relatives did to me, because it's going to take like more than one video to really get into what they did to me when my mother died and how they treated me because of this disease. And it was so cruel that it's like beyond anything. It was really that bad. And I think it's important that we get these stories out because, you know, we don't deserve to be treated that way. And it's like really important that we should tell people how we're being treated because of this disease. And like the deliberate ignorance that people are showing us, where they don't want to learn about it and they just want to pretend it doesn't exist and keep telling us that we're crazy when there's like 17 million people in the world with this disease right now. You know, there's lots of people out there with this. How come we all present with like the same symptoms all around the world, you know? I will probably eventually start talking about it because I really want the story out there. I want a record of how they treated me. But it's going to take more than just this video to do that. So next time. I wanted to add, the reason I seem so tired and dead on this video is I have been fighting swine flu complications since the end of October. And we tried Zithromax for a while. That didn't help it. And now we're on clindamycin. And the clindamycin is knocking me out so badly. I had the swine flu at the end of October. And what really happened with that is like the initial flu lasted a week. And after that week, it settled into my lungs. And because my immune system is so compromised from this disease, I was sick with the cough and the congestion, and we thought I had pneumonia. It settled into my left lung, and it stayed all the way through January, and like about the first week of January my lungs finally cleared up. And now it has left me with some kind of sinus thing that started with the swine flu, and I have not been able to get rid of it. So I'm just completely exhausted from this antibiotic and just really dead from it. But that's why I'm so tired on these videos, because usually I'm not this dead. So I just wanted to add that. It's like, you know, anybody that's watching it that doesn't have this, I'm not depressed, I'm just really fatigued and dead from this. So